Hi guys, Melissa here. We're going to do a little bit of gymnastics stuff today. This is for the kids. Of course, adults can do it too, but gymnastics is definitely not for everyone. We normally do a long warm-up, a deep stretch, but today we're doing a ton of review. Handstands, cartwheels. Today's focus is on jumps, and as always, we do a ton of different yoga moves for both adults and kids. We just do it in a little different way geared towards the kids, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 sets of 10 straight jumps, 2 sets of 20 jumping jacks, okay? So we keep our knees kind of bent, all right? We put our arms up like this, and we're gonna do 2 sets of 10 straight jumps. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Always freezing in a safety landing with our knees bent and our hands in front. That was 1 set. Now we got 2 sets. Here we go. Again, we're pushing off our toes. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish in a safety landing. All right, now we got 2 sets of 20 jumping jacks. Get ready. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17. You can count out loud with me if you want. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march it out. Just kind of relax. By now you should feel your heart rate gets a little bit higher, right? But we have 1 more set of 20 jumping jacks. Get ready. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you made it. Now our first move is gonna be a candlestick rock and roll pop, okay? Now I'm gonna back up a little bit. Now a candlestick is, I'm gonna bend down with my legs straight up in the ceiling and put my hands behind my hips. Watch, like this. Candlestick. And now we swing and stand up. Now that last part is called the rock and roll, but I want to make it a little bit harder. We're going to do a rock and roll pop. Now this is a big challenge for an adult because when you're lying flat on the floor, it's really hard to throw your body forward to stand up without using your hands. But it's a lot of core strength and it's a lot of momentum, okay? So here we go. We're gonna do a candlestick, hold it for a couple of seconds, throw our legs forward, throw our arms forward, and finish up. I'm actually gonna do a pop at the end, which is a jump. All right, here we go. Candlestick, hold it, swing the legs forward, arms front, and pop. Okay, that's a candlestick pop. I want you to do 2 more on your own right now. Go and do 2 more on your own. All right, we're getting ready for the next thing, but you got to finish out your 2 that you're doing at home on your own. All right, so when you're done with your 2, go ahead and stand up. We're gonna do our teapot. Okay, it's a lot of balance. If you have trouble with balance, you wanna get a chair or have something close that you can hold for balance. This is our handle, this is our spout. We go down in our teapot. We pretty much do this every single time because I want you to get really good at it. We hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, come back down. Now use that same leg, and let's do our tree. You can put your hands here, or you can put your hands here. Try to put your palms facing in, okay? That little turn of the hand, did you guys feel it in the shoulders? You turn your hand, it actually works muscles in your shoulders. You can bring it down. All right, shake it out, shake it out. Now we're gonna do the other side. Okay, here we go. Get your teapot handle, okay? Get your spout, and we lean over. Now, whoa, I'm almost falling because I'm not concentrating. That's the whole key to it. You gotta keep your tummy tight. You gotta look at something on the floor. Look at something on the floor or the wall. Whoa, I just couldn't make it work. I tried my best though. Okay, now come down from that, and we're gonna do our tree. We put our foot like so. Remember our hands? Try to keep our hands here or our hands come in here. Okay, either one. Now my foot is slipping, which sometimes that happens. It's okay, we just try our best. Part of this is just practice, right? The first few times we do something, usually it doesn't work, so we have to practice a few times. All right, bring it down. That was again called the tree. Okay, now, last week, or what day is it, Thursday? On Tuesday, we did some of the warriors, okay? So we're gonna do some more of the warriors today. So, we're gonna put one foot in front, bend the knees like this. Just bend, okay? Now, arms come up, keep the belly tight. We can look up a little bit. This is warrior one. Now we're gonna pivot the back foot and open the hands, keep the knee forward. This is warrior two. Now we're gonna go from warrior two into an airplane. Yes. Now there is something called a warrior three, and the only difference between that is our hands are in front. All right, so let's put our hands back in the airplane, come back down, shake it out, shake it out. All right, now we're gonna do it with the other foot in front, okay? Other foot in front, little bend of the leg, tilt the heel behind you. Can you see my heel? Tilt it a little bit behind you. Keep your hips forward and bring your arms up. Make sure that front knee is bent. Keeping the tummy tight. You should feel a little stretch in right above your hip. It's called the hip flexor. All right, from here, we're gonna open up our hands, put your back foot so that it's a different angle from the front foot, the knees forward towards your hand. And now we're gonna go into that airplane again. Arms to the side, leg goes out, and you might feel a lot of work happening in your bottom, right? That's normal. Now, keep up, keep up. We're gonna see if we can go from the airplane into our warrior three. Oh yeah, this one's tough. You might even feel your legs started to burn. Bring your hands back to airplane and come back down. That's normal. That means your muscles are really working. When your muscles in your arms, your legs start to burn, that's good. That's what you want. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the floor and stretch out our wrists, okay? So show me your hands, cover your hands. Now even if, let's say you have parents, or let's say the adults are doing this with you. If you guys have office jobs and you do a lot on the phone, or you do a lot of typing, oh my goodness, do this stretch 3 or 4 times a day. It is wonderful. So now we're flipping our hands and we're just rocking a little bit back and forth. Now we're gonna put the wrist side to side. What this does is it lengthens and extends the forearm muscles that are connected to the fingers, and it's just great. All right, here we go. Now let's sit down straight, grab a foot, okay, and roll the ankle. Now, it's so important for wrists, ankles, and the back, mostly, to be stretched when you do any gymnastic stuff, because we use those so much, right? All right, now circle it out. We're lifting the chest, always practicing good posture. All right, now, one of my favorites is the leg stretch. We're gonna put one foot in front and push those hips down low. But notice my knee always stays behind my foot. If I don't keep it behind my foot, now straighten the leg, bring the chest down. If I don't keep it behind my foot, I put too much pressure on that knee. You may not feel it now, but you're gonna feel it many, many years from now. And it's worth it to keep it safe in the right position now so that you don't get hurt later, right? Yeah, it just makes sense. All right, other leg in front. We're gonna dip those hips low. Okay, we lift the chest. Then we straighten that front leg, and we're gonna feel it underneath the leg. We bring the chest down towards. So if you do other sports, soccer, karate, dance, swimming, all of those sports are gonna want you to stretch because it's really, really important for your body to be ready, because it helps so that you don't get injured. And it also strengthens you and makes you a better athlete when you stretch more, okay? And it does a lot of other good, healthy things for your body too. Okay, now, since we're up, we're gonna practice handstands, all right? So, we got one foot in front, right? Lunge, stretch. When my hands go to the floor, my back leg's gonna come up. That's called a seesaw, right? So let's do 3 seesaws. 1, and 2, one more, and 3. Now let's switch feet. We're gonna do 3 more on the opposite side. 1, and 2, one more time, and 3. All right, now let's make it harder. So before making that one harder, I want you to do some donkey kicks. Now the donkey kicks are really what reminds your body, are you strong enough? Or let your body know if you're strong enough to do this. We're gonna do 10 donkey kicks. Now I'm only gonna do 3 or 4, but I want you to do 10 at home, okay? We're flattening our legs, our hands, and we're gonna lift our heels off the ground, and we try to balance our hips over our shoulder, okay? Like this, okay? Now, if you go too far, you're gonna fall flat on your back and it's gonna hurt. So be careful. Okay, now I want you to keep going. You got 10 to do. 4, now 5, now 6, now 7, now 8, 9, last one, and 10. If you completed it, good job for you. Okay, now the next one is, we're gonna do a seesaw hop. So you still start in a lunge and a stretch, but now you're gonna hop that foot a little bit off the ground. Watch this. Seesaw hop and finish. Let's switch lunge. Ready? This leg's gonna come off the ground by just a couple inches. Seesaw hop and finish. Now, one of those sides you're gonna feel better on. You have to decide, is it this leg or this leg? Whichever leg feels better, I want you to put that leg in front right now. Okay, because we're gonna go back and forth between handstands and cartwheels. All right, we got a bent knee. Our arms are up. I'm gonna place my hands, but see what I'm doing differently? See my hands? My hands are going to the side. So if my right leg is in front, which it is, my hands are gonna be pointed to the right. If my left leg is in front, my hands are gonna be pointed to the left. Okay, so let's try that. I'm gonna put my right foot down, point to the right, or maybe at home you're gonna put your left foot down and point to the left. Once my hands touch the ground, I'm just gonna lift up my leg. Now, did you feel a little stretch? Because it almost was like our leg wanted to kick over. So now here's the challenge. Can you kick over to the other side? If you can already do a cartwheel, you should be doing cartwheels every single time we do this practice, okay? Now, kick over to the side. Oh, my body's so used to doing cartwheels, I just ended up doing a real cartwheel. But that is how you can help practice how to do a cartwheel. Now, here's something at home. If you're, let's say you have a 3-year-old or 4-year-old and they're just absolutely clueless to what I'm doing, pick an elevated surface. So for example, I'm gonna show you, this right here is an elevated surface. It's probably, I don't know, 2.5 feet off the ground. So what I'm gonna do, same thing, lunge, stretch. My right foot's in front, so my hands go to the right. And all I'm gonna do is kick over this little element. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the easiest way to teach anybody, a 2-year-old almost. Put your hands down, kick over, okay? And then as they get stronger, they kick higher, okay? But this gives them the motion. Sometimes with these certain tricks, they just have to have the motion to give them the confidence to do it on their own, right? Sorry about that. Okay, so we got jumps. Jumps are next. Oh boy. So I'm gonna do 2 or 3, then you at home are gonna do the rest, okay? First thing, straight jump. 1, 2, 3. Give me 3 more. 3, 5, 4, 5. Yes. Next one is gonna be half turn. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Keep going. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. All right. Next one's gonna be a tuck jump. We bring our knees up to our belly. 1, 2, 3. See how I'm landing in a safety landing? Now you have 3 more to do. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Now we're gonna do our split jump, which we practiced the other day. One leg goes in front, one leg goes behind. Squeeze your belly and always land with soft knees. Here we go. 1, 2, one more. 3, can you do 3 on the other side? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. All right, if you did it, great job. Now we have pike jumps. We're gonna reach for our toes. Reach. We got 2 to go. 2, 1. All right. Now we have a star jump or a straddle jump. All right, when we jump, we're gonna lift our arms. It's gonna elevate us higher in the air. We're gonna open our legs apart in a straddle. Here we go. Okay, very good. All right, you can practice about 5 more of those right now. And then we're gonna hit the floor. Actually, no, we have our hitch kick. Hitch kicks are one of my favorite things to do because it's really tricky, first of all, but it looks kind of like a skip. So if you struggle with skipping, this could potentially help you. Otherwise, it's gonna feel like it's really hard, excuse me. Okay, so hitch kick. Can you skip? If you watch my feet, a skip is just lift a knee up and hop. Lift the other knee up and hop. That's a skip. We just want to do it faster when we do it on the ground, okay? Now, a hitch kick is kind of like a skip, only we're kicking. Kick, switch. Kick, switch. Now, that's a little mini one. Let's do a big one. We put our arms out to the side. Hitch, kick. This is also great if you have to do anything that involves a switch kick, like in a lot of dance and a lot of karate, you have to do a switch kick like that for different moves. So now try the other side. Hitch, kick. One more time. Hitch, kick. All right, that's a great one to practice, okay? So remember, you could always just take notes and practice all these. You could do 10 more jumps on your own or 10 more cartwheels or handstands on your own after we're done, okay? We only have a couple more things that we're gonna do. We're gonna practice some of our yoga things again. Okay, remember this one? Who remembers what this one's called? This one's called the camel. This is such a great stretch for the shoulders, the belly, and I'll be honest with you, it's really tough. It's not easy to do. So now let's go flat on our back. We're gonna do a yoga bridge. We go flat and just lift up the hips, squeeze our glutes or our tush, come down and rock and roll. Now we're gonna do a table bridge. That's where we lift our hips up and we're stretching out the muscles of our upper body, mainly in our arms. But we're also gaining strength so that when we do a real bridge, which will come in a second, we're able to do it. Okay, so now, pizza pie hands on the floor. Feet on the floor. We're gonna bring our belly all the way to the ceiling while keeping our head off of the ground. This one's really tough for Miss Melissa, so I always just try my best. All right, bring it up. Now, you wanna hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds, then you tuck your chin, come down, and you always do a rock and roll, okay? Now, the last thing we're gonna do is a cat and a cow, okay? Go on all fours like this, chin to the chest, round your back like a little kitty cat, and now drop your belly, lift your bottom, lift your chin up. Go opposite, chin to the chest, tummy is tight, and opposite. And you have homework. Your homework, if you're watching this video, or if you're watching it later on or whatever, you need to do the middle splits, the right leg splits, and the left leg splits, each one for 1 minute. And I do challenge you, do more cartwheels, do more handstands, do more bridges, do more jumps. And you and your parents can decide how many. Do you do 10 cartwheels, 5 handstands? Do you do 10 jumps? You know, you decide what you do, okay? All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all soon.